Welcome back to another video on the channel, and today's video is a little bit different than what we usually do on this channel, and that's talking about games. Now the game in question which we are talking about is when is Forza Horizon 6 coming. Now straight off the bat I'm gonna go balls to the wall and claim that Horizon 6 might be announced during this year's Gamescom, and I'm gonna get to my reasons as to why. And yes, obviously the one reason is GTA 6 getting launched next year, which is obviously the biggest cause as to why this year. But there are some other reasons as well, as to why it can't be 2026 or even early next year. But we're gonna get into that later on in the video, so stick around. Now Gamescom, as we all know, is I think between August 21st to somewhere at the end of August. It's the biggest gaming event which we still have left. E3 is dead. Then we have the Xbox Game Showcase thingy in June or July. Then we have the PlayStation 1. Now it frustrates me that nobody is really talking about this, because when Forza Horizon 5 around about was announced in 2021, late 2021, we were around about in season 40 or there in Forza Horizon 4. Now usually from the late season 30s to 40s we tend to get some news about the next installment in the Horizon franchise, or even an announcement, and that's exactly what happened with Horizon 5. Now Horizon 5 is at exactly that stage where Horizon 4 was 3 to 4 years ago. And Forza Horizon 5's latest update, which I think dropped yesterday, was Thursday. I'm literally recording this at like 3 o'clock in the morning this Friday. But in the latest update of Horizon, I think was High Performance Daily. So it was season 37 or 38, which this is now. We didn't get a lot of content. We only got around about 4 cars, and usually we get like 5 or 6, and even a car pack. And at Gamescom, we already know Horizon 5 is getting a new game mode announced. Now that is also a reason why I am predicting that Horizon 6 might get announced. Now I could be wrong, but the only reason we are getting a new game mode in Horizon 5 is because the game is getting stale, obviously. But the reason why I think we're getting a new game mode is because when Horizon 6 gets announced, we have to wait around about 2 to 3 months when that game gets launched initially. So we need something to chew our excitement into, and that's where this new game mode comes in. And it's most likely this game mode is ported from Horizon 6 into Horizon 5 to get initial reactions on it and to see what they can improve. Because let's be honest, the Eliminator in Horizon is just terrible. It's not as good as what it was in Horizon 4. Now this new game mode that we're gonna see in Horizon 5 is, like I said, gonna be probably a beta from what we're gonna see in Horizon 6. Now let's continue on to talk about when Horizon 6 could possibly be announced, meaning which day, and what month or when can we expect to see it being released. Horizon 5 got released around about mid-November, so I'm guessing Horizon 6 might also get released around about November if it does get announced at the end of Gamescom, because the logical thing to do is announce the best stuff last, because if you announce the best stuff first, everybody is not going to watch the entire Gamescom. So my guess is Horizon 6 is going to get announced at the end of Gamescom or near the end, because it wouldn't be smart to announce it near the beginning, because I mean, come on, we're watching Gamescom because we want to see when Horizon 6 gets announced, and if it does get announced, which I'm not saying it's gonna do, but the chances are really good. And that brings me to my next point. Now as we all know, GTA 6 is the main talking point of next year. Literally there's nothing that can distract you from the fact that that game is getting released the end of next year. And all big AAA and AA games get around about in the second half released, near to the end, like Forza, Farming Simulator, or even the Crew Motorfest. It would be just absolutely stupid to announce a game and release a game a few months or a couple of months before GTA 6 gets released. Nobody's gonna care. And if GTA 6 is gonna get released and the price isn't $1 bazillion, everybody is gonna play it. And the only thing people are talking about, or kids are talking about, is GTA 6. Horizon's main audience is not going to be that interested in Horizon. Now, Horizon games typically get announced near the end of a year, so it wouldn't be logical, but not impossible, to announce it at the beginning of next year, around about maybe February, March, and player numbers are going to be significantly less at the first half of the year than the second half, because at the second half of the year we have very big holidays, including Christmas, and the Horizon's main audience is kids. And in the second half of the year, meaning from end of November to end of January, is school holidays. And I know what you're saying, oh, but it's probably gonna get announced in 2026. That would also be very stupid. When Horizon 4 got launched and Horizon 5 got launched, it took us 4 years. And that's due to COVID. Now, COVID is already gone since when Horizon 5 got launched. I think it just launched when COVID ended. So from the start of Horizon 6's production to the end, possibly in the next couple of months, they had a lot more time to cook and develop a game, because it doesn't make sense. Games can't keep on taking longer to make. Essentially what I'm saying is they can't just delay a game another year because of another game. It wouldn't make sense. And Horizon 5, the state that it now is, it has some decent content, but it doesn't have anything really special to keep the game alive for another year or so. It's starting to get a bit stale. You know, the content is running out and the ideas are getting heavily depleted from when Mike Brown initially left. And obviously they need to save some upcoming content for the next game to create some more hype. Remember when we wanted a Supra Mark V in Horizon 4? We didn't get it, but we asked for a very long time. The exact same story now with Horizon 5 with the Bugatti Bolide and many other cars as well. McLaren SLR and very highly requested cars. We're not gonna get them anytime soon, because they are gonna be seen in the next game. For obvious reasons, we need some new content when we dive into the game. It's the same what the Crew Motorfest did. They added a bunch of new cars which we didn't have or don't have even still in the Crew 2. The content from now on is probably going to get more and more stale. It's not as what it was a few months ago or from when Mike Brown left. And the only reason why the updates are steadily going more and more stale is to build up hype once again for the next installment. That's why I'm predicting it's most likely gonna get announced at Gamescom in a couple of weeks. We can't wait 5 years for a AAA game. It's unacceptable. Between GTA 5, for example, and GTA 6, 12 years for a game is obnoxious. That's not at all acceptable. Yes, it's GTA 6, the biggest game, the most expensive game, the most anticipated game of all time. It still doesn't matter. A business still has to make money. The same that GTA 5 is eventually going to run out of customers buying shark cards, the same is happening with Horizon 5. They're not making as much money from when the game came out the first couple of years. That's why they added those car vouchers or stuff, and essentially microtransactions. To sum up the situation now, currently, GTA 6 is coming out end of next year, so there isn't space for any game whatsoever to get announced or revealed. That's why we're getting Farming Sim and a lot of bigger games this year. And it wouldn't make sense for Horizon to get announced in 2026. That would be a dumb business move. But yeah, those are my reasons as to why I'm so confident that it's gonna get released later this year, possibly November, and get announced at Gamescom. Or, well, at near the end of Gamescom, I should say. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video and you have also some predictions, or if you agree with me, let me know down in the comments below, and I read every day through my comments, so the chances I see your comment is literally like probably 95%. But other than that, see you guys in the next video.